Hey y'all. So it's been quite a while since I've done an account tour now, and after the July 4th deals, obviously, I've got a few new toys, or more accurately, some bigger toys than I used to, and I figured this was a good time to walk through what I have now. Obviously, this does imply that I spent a certain amount. I don't feel like we necessarily have to nickel and dime it, but I will say that I did get all of the Odins, including the one on the store, and I had enough units saved up that did allow me to buy through both rounds of the unit offers. So brought in quite a bit that way, um, and I also got two of the Relic Odins. So put down a fair amount. Not going to sugarcoat that part. But going through this, I have had Absorbing Man at rank 5 for a while now. He was my second, I believe, after Reed. Obviously, he's the first character I built. I have a very fond attachment to him. This second character here is one of today's. That is a rank 2 7-star Mysterio at Sig 20. I was honestly a little bit conflicted on this one because I do like Mysterio. He was actually my Thronebreaker rank up way back, my very first rank 3 6-star, and I used him a ton in Act 6. I've used him in War. I've used him all over the place. I feel like I have a pretty darn good handle on what he's capable of, and I appreciate it. But I kind of felt like I spent enough time on him already, and I wasn't necessarily eager to restart that a little bit by making him one of my first rank 2s. But Domino's annoying. He's really good at taking out Domino. And also, I found that he's pretty darn good on defense as long as I ban CGR. So, yeah, pretty happy about that one. Infamous Iron Man is a new rank 5 today. I've always liked him. I think that he somehow ended up as underrated a little bit. Really, really strong champion, fun to play, good against Atuma, a whole bunch of others, and surprisingly annoying on defense. Hulkling is another one. The only Cosmic I've ranked thus far. Took him up today. He's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. One of my favorite characters, right on the border of busted, in my personal opinion, and just a monster for battlegrounds, fun in general, and has some nice synergies with some of my other favorite champions. Longshot, I ranked today. I've had him at Sig 200 rank 4 for quite a long time. Obviously, he's a monster on defense, both in War and in Battlegrounds, but I also really like playing him. I've taken a lot of very difficult fights with Longshot when it hasn't looked like I've had a counter. Literally earlier tonight in my Battleground stream, I took a Weapon X with him very efficiently. He's just such a flexible character. And since he lost the Titan Pool vote, very happy to invest in him as a 6-star. Sunspot is, for those of you who know, an absolute monster in Battlegrounds. He is newly rank 2 as of today, and that 5-star Gambit relic is relatively new as well to help him crit on those special 2s. His damage is just insane. There are a few things that slow him down, but it's a short list. He is very, very good. Toad, I've had it rank 5 for a few weeks, maybe a couple months now. He's mostly been on Alliance War defense, but while he was still rank 4, I used him on attack a fair amount. I will again. He's mostly on defense as a tactic defender right now. He's an amazing two-way in Battlegrounds. Obviously, you don't place him on defense if your opponent drafts Nimrod, but every once in a while they don't, and then he cleans up, and he just destroys skill defenders. Incredible champion. Kate is obviously the other champion that I have released so far that I built. She's been rank 5 for a bit now since I pulled her from this last feature crystal. Not much more to say there. Still love her. Mr. Fantastic, Reed, was my very first rank 5. Absolute workhorse in content and war. Still love him. Always will. Blade is another one I took up today. He's just been incredible for me. I think people have really slept on how good he is. Because it's like, well, in Battlegrounds, he doesn't have the Ghost Rider synergy. He doesn't have the Stark Enhanced Spidey synergy. How good could he possibly be? Very, very good. Like, obviously, America Chavez, Mephisto, Spot, Gallon, future Ant-Man are all dimensional beings that are relevant Battlegrounds defenders. And so he gives me another option for all of them. But I've also used him to take Quicksilver. I've used him to take Scorpion. I used him just yesterday and again today, I think, to take Ebony Maw on defense. He does that pretty well. And I've even used him a couple times against Cosmic Ghost Rider, who people will place on defense because he's bleed immune, and they seem to forget that he's a dimensional being. And just the attack bonus alone works really well for that. He's also a monster in war if somebody leaves a path open to him. Really, really happy with him at rank 5. He was actually my third rank 5 5-star back in the day. I definitely played enough of him, but credit to the part of Kabam that was in charge before I got hired here. I feel like they held off long enough on introducing Blade that I'm not bored of him anymore, and I'm not just running him with the Trinity anymore. It's very often just him in Battlegrounds, and I've really kind of re-upped my appreciation for his kit. Fantastic character. Atuma actually didn't go up today. He went up earlier this week because I was able to do that earlier. But yeah, just monster defender. Very fun character to play on offense as well. I haven't ended up actually using him on offense in Battlegrounds. A draft would have to go really weird for me to end up doing that. But he's very good in questing content and just overall super cool character. Future Ant-Man has been up for a while. I think a few weeks now. He was my first rank 5 tech. Just really strong character. Excellent two-way. I probably put him on defense more than on offense just because people don't seem to draft counters for him all that much, but he very much can go both. And then Titania is newly ranked 2 as of today. Honestly, she's one that this is kind of a project for me. I feel like I'm going to get better with her in the future. This is kind of an incentive to do so. I am okay with her, but I am especially okay with her for war. Like, I am good at just getting through fights safely. I've never been a huge fan of the crazy Special 3 stuff that she can do in Battlegrounds, but it's really, really helpful, and it's time for me to learn. So I'm going to be checking out my colleague Alliance Mates Bitter Steel's videos for some of those incredible takedowns, as well as both Vega and Na's videos when it comes time to use her in war. So really excited about that one. Also, there's a bit of a theming bonus in that she is Carl's wife in the comics, Carl being Absorbing Man, and I'm just happy to have them both ranked. Tigra I've had for quite a while. We can kind of skip a little bit. Rank 5, Jessica Jones. She went up today. For those of you who don't know, she was kind of important to me because she is the last character that my manager at Kabam, the reason that I was hired, built. And so it was pretty important to me to get her back at spring cleaning, and now she's rank 5. So really happy with that. A lot of these characters I've had for a while, like, just awesome. I've been using Quicksilver so much more on offense, and with the exception of one fight I did earlier today on stream, he's been doing really, really great for me. He is underrated with the new scoring changes. Black Panther is out of my deck for this meta, but he is a staple otherwise. Very, very good. Valkyrie's always good. Namor is a new rank 4 today. He was a SIG 20 rank 3, I think, earlier, and now he's SIG 200. I still need to get better with him. He's a little bit like Titania. I ranked him a bit as a project. I've seen how well B. McGee and Karate Mike have been doing with him in Battlegrounds against a number of defenders, not just Korg and Atuma. And I've always thought that he was a bit underrated. I've just never really been able to invest in him, so now it's time to put my money where my mouth was. Pretty literally. Nick and Sam are existing ones. We skipped down. I almost took Maw to rank 5, no kidding. Long shot, one out, but he's been very, very good for me. Some of y'all haven't seen my Hawkeye duped. I've used him in Battlegrounds several times. I actually took out a rank 4 Jessica Jones earlier this week off stream with him. He's definitely underrated. I didn't quite want to take him to rank 2 with where resources are right now because I have a lot of really good 6-star skill champions, but he's very, very good and obviously pairs extremely well with Kate. Archangel is newly ranked 4 and newly Sig 200. He was 140 before today, but now he's all the way up, so at 2 Neuros he has that 80% chance to shut things off. And obviously, he's Archangel. I got tired of banning him because I only had a rank 3 and I felt like I was punching up, so now I don't ban him anymore. We'll let the chips fall where they may. Surfer is a brand new 7-star today. Really happy to get that. Obviously, if I'm putting him in my deck for a meta, I'm going to use the rank 4 6-star for a while, just because I do think he is better for now. But even one dupe on the 7-star, and he's probably going straight to rank 2. Haven't used Wong much, but he is fun when I have done so. Sasquatch, even unduped, has been a staple for my defense. Really, really strong, tanky character, enough block damage to cause problems for Archangels and Torches. Dude's a house. Mr. Negative is also a new rank 4 today. I've been meaning to get him up for a while. I really like him. I am not a total pro with him. There are other players in my alliance that I consider to be significantly better with him, like MP Blaze and Nahorn. And I aspire to get there, but I consider myself competent with him. That said, competent wasn't feeling like enough when he was a rank 3. Even a full month or two ago, I felt like he was having a little bit of trouble punching up reliably enough given my skill level with him. And so I'm very happy to have him rank 4 here. I-Bomb, Venompool I've had up for a while. Venompool I use every single day in AQ. Incredible character. Not so much for Battlegrounds, but really, really good content clearer. Gallon is a new rank 4 as of today. Kind of similar to Archangel. I got tired of feeling like mine was punching up, and basically just needing to answer him on the other side of the field without feeling like mine really had a place in my deck. I don't think I'm going to use him in every meta at rank 4, because honestly, I don't feel like I need him most metas, but I think he's going to be a really good rank 4 going forward, because, spoiler alert, he's not in the Titan pool. It's probably going to be a while until we see him as a 7-star. Strife I've had up for a bit. That's kind of me banking on potentially future skill champions. He was honestly a little bit for Atuma, but the defensive change there with the extra concussions means he doesn't really work there, so now Strife is more kind of for future Everest content. We'll see where that gets me. Starkinant Spider-Man is a new rank 4 as of today. I took him up to pair with Blade and to use in Battlegrounds because he is an absolute monster there. I probably need to learn how to do some of those fights in particular. I haven't put him in my deck yet for that reason, but I know what he's capable of, and he's very worthy of rank 4. I also put some SIGs into him. He's now at SIG 60. I feel like that's a pretty good sweet spot on the extra crit rate. Sauron is fine. I haven't been putting him in my decks. I know that people do get good mileage out of him if the opponent doesn't draft Nimrod, but for me, that's usually where I just place Toad, and I think that he's probably better. And then now we are into, for the most part, my rank 3s. So you can see Mysterio, who's very high SIG because he was my first rank 3, and I've just duped him a weird number of times over the years. Crossbones is going to be one of my next rank 4s. If I just happen to have 5 or 10 more 3 to 4 gems right now, he would be one of them. Wiccan would probably be one of them. I would consider CGR even though I don't enjoy him. Korg, if I dupe him, is going up. I think that probably killed my desire to rank my 6-star. I'd think about Spidey Supreme. I like him quite a bit. She-Hulk is both rank 4 and SIG 200. She comes in handy a lot, especially in War, where she pairs really, really well with Mr. Fantastic. But it is funny how bad her PI is. Spot I was planning to rank for similar reasons as Mr. Negative. I feel like he's having trouble punching up. But him being announced in the 7-star pool doesn't mean that there's no chance I'll rank him, but it definitely dropped his priority. Killmonger I might rank if I got a single dupe on him. I don't think I'm going to do it unduped, especially because I already have a Sig 200 rank 4. There are enough Omega Reds in my battle group that is probably more of a rainy day thing than anything. I could see Masacre going up. Kingpin, believe it or not, is rank 4 as of today. That's a new one. His PI is just even worse than Jen's because I haven't given him any SIGs yet. Zemo may go up at some point. I definitely think that that's a pretty good one. He's new enough that it may be a while till we see a 7-star or 2, and he's just good. Hype is also rank 4, even behind Kingpin. He's been a mainstay for me. There are certain metas that mess with him because any disruption to his rhythm can actually turn his power gain into a liability. So that part isn't fun, but the Gamora Relic works really, really well with him. So that part is nice. Probably not going to invest in Shuri now that the 7-star exists. Going to keep hunting her. Torch might go up to rank 4. He kind of fits in that same boat as Archangel. But for now, I've kind of found that my deck has evolved into a place where I'll ban a high-rank Torch, and I just don't need to bother with the rank 3s for the most part. He's finally slowed down a little bit with these scoring changes. Hood is another one that could definitely go up. Love him. Rintra could probably go up because I haven't found him worth putting in my deck as a defender at rank 3, but that could definitely change at rank 4. Starting to run out of the rank 3s. Actually, we probably aren't quite yet. OG Storm could go up. I've seen some good things from her. Just in general, very high damage, and she also works as an Atuma counter. Mojo would be another good one. I like him a bit, or I like him a lot. Black Cat would be a good one. Probably not going to invest in Miguel, just because there's so many other higher ranked ones in my battle group already. I do like Arcus a lot. He's very cool. Stealth Spidey would be a good one to take up. He's an incredible nuke at rank 4, but I think isn't quite worth me including at rank 3. Odin I was going to take up, but now that he's announced in the Titan pool, I'm probably just going to bide my time on him. Love him. I could see Cassie going up. Hercules is never going up. Well, not unless he's nerfed. Then I think I'd be okay with it. Howard might go up, honestly. He's very good with this current tactic, and I just enjoy him in general. Could definitely see King Groot going up. We already talked about how Korg probably isn't. At this point with the Titan pool, I don't think Warlock is. Shocker very well might. Probably going to be a little bit till we see his 7-star. Havoc is excellent. Would happily take him up. And I'm not going to take up War Machine because, other spoiler, I just pulled this 7-star today. Haven't invested in him because I am stone out of Tech ISO and almost out of Basic. So that's going to be for the future, but very happy about that. He doesn't really need his dupe, and I'm a huge War Machine fan. The scoring changes in Battlegrounds are great for him, and he is extremely useful on War Offense as well, so really, really happy with that pull. Mantis probably not going to invest in similar reasons. She's a 7-star, same thing with Shang-Chi. Ultron, I forget where I put his SIG. Yeah, it's still pretty low. I might take him up if I feel like I have enough SIGs, but I'm kind of low on those right now. My next rank 4 will probably be Void. And that's mainly to place on defense, to free up the rank 5 Void we have there right now for attack. But I've always liked Void. He's very good. I think he is horribly underrated these days. Dangerous for a few mystics, and he's kind of a timeless defender, right? And then we are almost out of rank 3s. I think, yeah, there's Hulkbuster, and there's Mole Man, and there's Wolverine. Wolverine is my very last rank 3. That's a fun one. But yeah, Overseer is another new 7-star today. Very happy with that pull. I don't think I'm going to invest in him until he's duped, honestly, because although he's good, even unduped, I'm just probably not going to swap him into my deck or use him on War over the other options I and other people have. Moving on to relics, the deals did allow me to take my Scarlet Witch relic to rank 2. It is not particularly good for Tigra, so I'm not going to pretend this is an optimal placement, but it's good for prestige, and it is kind of okay for her because the extra ability accuracy on special hits does give her marginally more ruptures and therefore more damage. Maxed out my Hulk relic, very happy about that. It is amazing on Scorpion. The Thor relic is probably next. Currently it's on Hulkling just to make his Furies better. After that, it would probably be the Iron Fist relic. Really hoping that I can dupe this before too long. I'm sitting on the 8 5-star Relic Nexus crystals from the second reliquary that I bought until the next round are added so that I can try and grab versions of the new relics. All 3 of them are amazing, and I know exactly what characters I would put them on. But yeah, if I can get the Iron Fist one duped, that would be the next one I invest in. I did also pull a 6-star Juggernaut relic. Haven't leveled it yet because I'm not currently using Rintra, but that's a solid pull. There's some good ones there. And that's pretty much where my account is. Like you may have seen, I am close to that next rank 3. Basically, when my alliance gets the next milestone in Battlegrounds, I will get 2 of that catalyst and I'll take up Void. And then it's going to be a bit. Not entirely sure when the next big moves will be for me, but I'm very, very happy with where this account is right now. I'm very happy with my deck in Battlegrounds. I'm extremely happy with my defense in War and my options for offense. And yeah, let me know what y'all think. Any surprises in here? Any thoughts or comments? And I will catch you there. Take care, everyone. Thanks so much for watching, and adios.